Hi, this is Jeff with Rocky Mountain Media Group, and I'm here with my good friend Rob Pieper, owner of Poppy's Pizza up in Estes Park, and we're going to try something new here on the blog. I wanted to get Rob on here and talk a little bit about social media and small business and how he's been able to utilize social media to help in the restaurant business. Restaurant business isn't probably something you think of automatically with social media. It makes sense for, big companies to have a social media presence reaching all across the nation, but for a small local business in a tourist region, wanted Rob to talk a little bit about how he's utilizing that and how that may help you in your business or your nonprofit as you get started in social media. So hi Rob, thanks for joining us.
Hey Jeff, how are you?
I am good. Thank you very much for being here and doing this today. I know some of our readers and listeners may be thinking, pizza and social media, what do those really have to do with each other? And wanted to let you talk a little bit about how you're using social media in the food business with your restaurant.
Okay, great. To me, social media and pizza is perfect. We're in a tourist area. We have a lot of vacationers. And a good way to keep in touch with friends. We see a lot of people year after year. Facebook, Twitter has helped me with that.
Cool. Well, we originally met about probably three and a half years ago via Twitter. And we had mentioned on Twitter we were headed to Estes Park, and a friend recommended Poppy's. And a few minutes later, I got a message back from you saying we would love for you to stop in and visit us. And so that sold us on the idea of coming to Poppy's on our first visit, and the food was wonderful, the service was great, and we've just sort of stayed connected via Twitter since then, and we try to stop in every time we're in Estes Park. How do you use that locally with, I know you talked about how you're using that with, people who are in seasonally for visits over during tourist season and stuff. How do you use that locally as well?
It works really well locally. People are going to come in every day, but I can still keep in touch with them every day. We have so many locals that are our fans, like our Facebook page, that I can still connect with them every day. I've owned Poppy's for 19 years now, so they've become friends. They're not just my guests in my restaurant, but they're friends. It's nice to touch base with them every day.
Cool. So how are you using social? I mean, I know you're posting some things on Facebook, you're posting some things on Twitter, but what's your overall kind of strategy behind this?
My ultimate goal, I never want to sell anything through the social media. I want to engage with people. I want to be able to have a conversation like we've had through Twitter, through Facebook. I don't want to spam people. And so my ultimate goal is just to be myself when I'm on social media. It's like I'm telling people, when you get on social media, pretend like someone just walked in your door, have a conversation with them. What are you going to say to them? Don't try to knock them over the head with anything. Just try to bring the culture of your business into your social media, and that's what we try to do with Poppy's. We love our community, so we try to post as much about the community as possible.
I was going to say, one of the things I appreciate is that kind of transition from the in-store experience to online. And you're sharing not only, what your special of the day is on Facebook and Twitter, but you're also sharing what's going on around the community of Estes Park. And you and Julie are really involved in the community, and that carries over online. And so you're helping not only drive business to Poppy's, but you're helping the whole industry of Estes Park essentially through your efforts online. Can you talk a little bit about how that's working and what you're seeing with that?
We've had really great luck with any of the events that are happening in Estes. We can post what's happening. We had someone come up yesterday. One of the big Quarter Club fundraisers was last night, and it's Taste of Estes. And, through posting it on Facebook and Twitter, some friends who didn't know about it drove up the hill to come to Estes, spent the night, went to Taste of Estes, and they had a great time. So I just want to share what our community is to us, and Estes means a lot to a lot of people, and the more you can share what you enjoy,
Yep.
and it's so much easier to be able to share through through the internet now, through social media, through all the new things that we have that are just unbelievable.
Again, I've loved connecting with you, and we do it across several platforms. Can you talk a little bit about the different channels you're on and kind of how you're using each one of those?
Right now, I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram, and I enjoy Pinterest. I signed up in January, and I didn't get it, and finally, Monday night, I got it. And, okay, yes, they're right, it's very addicting. You can get stuck in there so easy just posting things. But so each one I use differently. Facebook is really great for my locals. I have a lot of local following on Facebook, so I can really connect with my locals well and really engage with them, both with my Poppies page and through my personal profile. I have a lot of what you might call my guests that are also my friends. Mm-hmm. But when you're in town long enough, they're all friends. Uh-huh. Twitter works really well for our out-of-town guests. I seem to connect better with out-of-town people through Twitter. Mm-hmm. Pinterest, I'm just starting, and so I'm just having fun personally right now. And Instagram, I just love to take some pictures and post pictures around the area and around the restaurants.
Cool. One of the other things that I know you're on is Foursquare.
Oh, yeah.
And can you talk about how that has impacted business between the encouraging people to check in with some rewards for that, and then I know you have a special for the mayor as well. How is that helping drive business for Poppies?
Foursquare has really been fun. We offer 25% discount for our mayor, and there's one woman who's pretty consistently the mayor, but whenever she gets knocked out of that position, when she gets ousted, she comes in and she's really upset. And she comes in the next 3 days because she is going to get her mayorship back again. She's not going to let anyone else have it. Luckily, there's another man who's very big and wants to be the mayor too, so they kind of fight over it. And Foursquare, I'm always amazed. It's like, okay, 4 people are here right now on Foursquare. And a lot of them, because of our check-in special, which is just an order of onion rings, mm-hmm. have come in just because of that. And it's so much more beneficial than I ever thought it was going to be. But we had really great luck with Foursquare. We'll have a lot of people. Last Saturday we had 5 people check in. Sunday we had 4, and even Monday we had 3.
So that's awesome. And one of the things I would imagine is do you get a notification when somebody checks in?
I do. I have it set up. So I get a text message every time someone checks in, and it usually comes in within a minute from the time they check in. I've trained my staff really well so that when they see somebody on Foursquare and checking in, just get their appetizer, get their check-in special ready, don't look at the screen, start engaging with them. And that's worked so smoothly. My staff it's a contest to see who can beat to I just checked in first.
That's awesome.
And 99% of the time, 95% of the time, they check it on Foursquare. They're going to look for me on Facebook. They're going to look for me on Twitter. Then I can start building that relationship with them. And they can stay in touch with Estes Park and with Poppies.
So that's... I know we check in when we're there all the time, and for those that are competitive, I'm fairly competitive, and it is that I want to be the mayor. I want to check in the most, and so being able to use that to engage customers, to know that they're coming in, to give them better service, and to encourage them to come back is a fantastic thing for businesses, and I love how you're using that. With the rewards to get them to check in with the appetizer, and then for the mayor as well.
And and it's great because those are the people who are going to be writing the reviews online. They're going to be the people who will like you on Facebook. They also seem to be a little more talkative on Facebook and will respond more to some of my posts.